Good afternoon and greetings to everyone. I hope you're having an amazing Monday evening, a Monday after late evening, rather. Yeah, it's past afternoon. Okay, now today we're going to do part two. We're continually talking about the 15, what we're talking about 15 ways today, or 15 businesses or job or industries that is AI resistance. The other video I spoke to you about some of the AI resistant businesses as well. And part two is more intense and it is more extensive than the first half that we talked about. So I got 15 to share with you today. If you have time to listen and hear, then I'm here for it. Okay. And so if you have any questions, I am live. So if you are listening at this on the replay, sorry you missed me live today. So anyway, if you have any questions or about these that I'm going to mention to you, please ask me and then maybe we can talk a little more deeper about them. Now, let's be clear on one thing. AI is not going anywhere. We are not trying to just avoid using AI, but we want these businesses that I'm going to talk about. We are going to talk about them. We're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about them. Sorry, I had to. There you go. Okay. I had to get that out of the way. We're going to talk about them in addition to maybe some of the businesses that you possibly want to start, you know, in that sort of thing. And so here again, if I am looking away, I do have I do have, I'm live. So I do have other platforms on here as well. And I definitely want to answer questions if there are any questions at all. But the 15 businesses AI will have a hard time replacing is what we're going to discuss today. And then these businesses can always use AI, okay? They can use AI. And so don't think that we're just trying to, like I said, avoid it. We're not. We are not. And so everybody is asking about which jobs AI will eliminate. And so, entrepreneurs, we are going to have the discussion here, and we should be asking a different question. Which problems will we be able to solve 10 years from now? And which of those will probably become profitable businesses? And so these ones I'm going to speak to you about is definitely going to be some of those businesses that are profitable, potential. Let's say that. Okay. All right. Now, AI going to still be able to write an invoice. It's going to still be able to schedule an appointment, and it's going to still be able to create advertisement, create marketing material, create some things that you will need an enhancement in. And like I was saying earlier to the family over here, we always talk sometimes before I go live. I mentioned to them that, hey, they there is AI help me every day in my business. And so you can do the same. You can use it, but we don't want it to just boot and kick you out of the way or eliminate you from being that person that is in this the front of the business. Okay, we don't want AI to be at the front of the business. These, at least not these 15. We want you or your team or the business model or whatever you're doing to be in the front of it. Okay. Okay. So now let's go ahead and start. Let's get going. It's 15 I'm going to share with you tonight, and I'm going to do these rather quickly. And if you have any questions for me, please make sure that you make yourself known, make your presence be known and ask them. And then if you miss this live and then you still have questions, you can DM me or you can ask them publicly and I will respond as soon as I am alerted that you have sent me a question. How about that? Okay. Now the first opportunity in an industry that is AI resistant is going to be home health and senior care. Now, Why why will this be? Why will someone be needed? Or why will it be necessary to have a physical person and not AI? It's because it's the mobility assistance that's going to be required. Robots, AI is not going to be able to do all of that. The personal care, the companionship, and trust cannot be fully automated. And so there's going to be a trust factor in this type of business. Now you can be all creative, and there are all kind of creative ways with just this one I just mentioned that you can start out, and have business opportunities. But let's talk about a few of the business opportunities. It can be something like a respite care, senior transportation, home care agencies, non-medical home care agencies, or meal support, home check-in service. AI is not going to be able to do that. And that's going to be needed within the home health and the senior care. Okay. So you see how this is working? Haha. Okay. Number two, HVAC and refrigeration. Now, why would humans be needed for this? Every building has different systems, conditions, and emergency problems requiring a physical repair or a diagnosis. That's going to be needed. Have that. Okay. The business opportunity is commercial refrigeration, indoor air quality services, maintenance, memberships. Because a lot of times when you buy appliances, when you buy things of that nature for that's concerned, what happens? They try to sell you a membership, but you definitely will. And there's growth within that business. There's growth within that industry. Okay. 8% growth and about 40,000 openings annually for that type of business. That's the outlook. That's the outlook up until 2034. And the home health care and the senior care is even more than that. It's about 765,800 openings annually, about 17% growth by 2034. So you have a lot of opportunity there. Number three, electrical contracting. Someone sent me some information earlier speaking on the electrical contracting that will be for data centers. Data centers, you can get certifications for that. You can start a company and hire electricians. Did you all know that you can go, let's say, for instance, if you wanted to start this type of business, did you know that your pool of workers that you can get, you don't have to know anything about it, but you do have to have somebody on your team that knows something about it, if not more. You can hire. Just think about all of these back in the day and years ago, and Standard Oil, JP Morgan, all of those people. They started so many businesses and companies, and yet and still they didn't. Ford Motor Company, he didn't know how to build a car. He hired people to do that. You can go to some of the community colleges or whomever train electricians in those areas, and guess what you can do? You can hire someone that have the skill set or that have been trained for this business, and it can be yours. And then also to add some, in addition to that, you can have it government contracted. You definitely will. You can. Okay. So let me get into the electrical. Sorry, I went off on all of that other information that I gave you, but why humans will remain necessary for this one and not only AI. Electrical work involves hazardous physical systems, inspections, code compliance, troubleshooting, and legal responsibility. That is where the human aspect come in. It can't be all done with AI. Next thing, the business opportunity. Electrical companies, generators, panel upgrades, EV chargers, commercial maintenance, small business installation, those sorts of things. So, with that being said, do you see the opportunity for you or somebody that you know? Or just like I said, do you see the business opportunity for you here? Do you see it? Okay. If you don't, let's keep going. You might see it. Maybe you marinate on it, sleep on it. Okay, now the next business, which is number 4, plumbing and water systems. This is a business that AI cannot take, and it's a lucrative business, and it's a growing business. And oh, by the way, electrical contracting it's growing 9%. 9%. That growth is predicted to be in 2034, 9% growth. Okay, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. All of this come from reputable sources. Okay. All right. So next, with the plumbing and water systems, the human aspect that will have to be, why there's a human aspect needed, because if you're questioning, well, why wouldn't AI take over that? See, don't be fooled that and thinking that AI is going to take over everything. Now, some of these jobs that I'm mentioning to you, they may not be sexy to you. They may not be something that you feel like you would want to do. But I tell you what, some of these jobs, you don't have to do them yourself. Remember that. You can have a company and you can be the one that hire people that love to do that, that say that this is their purpose and say that this is their calling and say that they want to do these kind of work and these kind of things. Now, the human aspect, why it's going to be needed is leaks and blockages, damaged pipes, sewer systems, emergency repairs required, and on-site human work is needed for these type of jobs. Now, what does the work entail and what does it involve? Drain cleaning, leak detection, water heaters, installation and things of that nature, testing, backflow testing, recurring maintenance, and plumbing companies. Plumbing is a process. So, what I'm saying to you is pay attention. Okay. All right. Pay attention. Pay attention. All right. Got some trolls here. I'm sorry. All right. Yep. All righty. Now, the next one is number 5, industrial machinery and robotics maintenance. Now, why would a human be need for this type of industry, for this type of job? More automation creates more machines that require installation, collaboration, repairs, and emergency maintenance. That's why robots can't do this. What kind of jobs is involved in this industrial machinery and robotics maintenance? Contract maintenance company, factory equipment services, robotics support, preventive maintenance and preventive maintenance contracts. That is going to be needed. That may be a job that's not sexy too, but a lot of people that is in that industry already, they know what I mean. And that's a 13% growth between now and 2034. It's growth. These numbers are not small, people. They are great opportunities. Great opportunities. Okay. So let me see some here. All right. So I'm going to keep on, but I was thinking about doing. Okay, before I go to number 6, let me do something real quick. Okay, hold on. All right, I'm back. All right, back. And now, let's see. 6. Are y'all ready for number 6? 6. Okay, you said I'm over talking. How am I over talking? I'm trying to give you all this information. What are you talking about? Are you trolling over here? All right. So, number 6, solar battery and renewable energy installation. Robots can't do this. AI can't do this. Let's see. What is the human aspect? Why AI can't do this? I'm glad you asked. Equipment must be physically installed. That's why. It must be inspected and it must be repaired. It must be cleaned. It must be upgraded at specific locations. And so some of the opportunities in business or jobs or, positions that is in this arena here: solar installation, battery backup, panel maintenance, energy audits, commercial and energy retrofits. And solar installation is a 42% growth. Wind technicians is about 50% growth. So simply because the data centers is taking over, or simply because the data centers are here, um, they're here and they're not going anywhere. This is going to be a needed area too. So AI can't take over this, because AI will have to be complementary, and AI need this to help it do its thing or do what it's supposed to do. Now, number 7, mental health and addiction services. What is the human asset? Why humans will remain necessary for this? Because AI provides information, but crisis judgment, accountability, trust, ethics, and therapeutic relationships remain a human centered situation. Okay, it remains a human centered service. And so, what are some of the professions or positions or um, work is along those lines? Licensed counseling practice, addiction recovery centers, growth programs, employee wellness, recovery coaching within legal boundaries. And that's a 17% growth according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Okay, so that is your answer for that one. So number 8. So number 8 is physical and occupation therapy. Okay, what is the job? I mean, why is humans needed for this? Rehabilitation requires hands-on assessment, physical assessment, observation, motivation, and treatment adjustments. And the growth is 16% to 18% in that area. Now, what are the business opportunities for that? Therapeutic clinics, mobile rehabilitation, senior mobility programs, fall prevention services, adaptive equipment support. Because there are older people that fall a lot, even other folk, other people with other health issues, they have issues with this as well. Now, number 9, and we don't have many more to go. We're almost there. We got 15, so we're almost there. Construction, remodeling, and aging in place modification. Okay, meaning home improvements, or, you know, handyman kind of stuff too. Okay, now let's see what, before we get to the business opportunity in this, why this is not a AI aspect. This is a human aspect, industry, opportunity or industry. It's because homes, roofs, bathroom doors, flooring, and structural problem exist in unpredictable physical environments. And the business opportunities are aging in place remodeling. A lot of homes need to be remodeled. You know that. People get remodeling all the time. They need them. Some homes are aging, not necessarily aging. Some things just happen, and you need to get these things done and replaced. conversions, accessibility ramps, roofing restorations, and property maintenance. All of this is it's like a roofing is like to it's roofers are projected to grow about 6%, and construction occupations are, they said there's like 649,300 openings annually for that type of work. Okay. But the roofing industry is growing about 4%. I'm sorry, 6%. Okay. 10. Pest control. Oh, the human aspects of this is technicians must inspect buildings, locate entry points, identify infestation, apply treatment, and follow safety laws. AI can't do all of that. The business opportunity is residential, commercial, contracts, termite services, wildlife removal. Those are needed. 5% growth and approximately in the job area. So if you need to hire someone, there's going to be 13 to 400 growth annually in just the openings for this type of work or for this type of service that is needed. So now we're on to the next one, which is 11. Pet care and animal services. Why would a human need to be doing that and not AI? Animals require physical handling, observation, grooming, training, exercise, and emotional support. And the business opportunities is going to be mobile grooming, boarding, daycare, dog walking, dog training, pet transportation, and senior pet care. You may be even going out of town and you need to leave your pet with someone. Animal care services is predicted to grow 11%. And the veterinarian technicians is expected to grow and predicted to grow 9%. Okay. So mhm. Okay. All right. And number 12, that was number 11. Number 12, beauty and barbering and personal care services. Why AI can't do this? I see some things that AI is trying to do in this arena, but it ain't gonna work because this is my industry too. And I do know that there is still going to be a lot of personal touch in this area. Hair, skin, and nails consultation, corrective services, and personal relationships requires physical touch and professional judgment. It is not going to happen with AI. They can try, but they ain't going to do it. They can't do it. Now, the opportunities in this area is salon suites, mobile beauty, scalp care clinics, specialty estheticians, beauty education, product lines, and it's expected to grow 5% to grow in the hair and cosmetology. In the skin care and the nail services is expected to grow 7%. Can you see a AI doing your nails? And ladies, y'all know y'all love you to get your nails done. Can you see? Can you imagine? Can you? No. All right, we got 3 more to go. 3 more to go. Can't imagine it. I don't know about you, but I can't. Heavy equipment and mobile machinery repair. AI would not be able to do that, and it's going to be needed. These are some of the top things. It's because it's going to be a 6% growth because of everything else that's going on. This is going to be a part of why you're going to need heavy equipment and mobile machinery repair. Why is it going to be needed by humans and not AI? Construction, agriculture, warehouse, and transportation equipment must be physically inspected and repaired on site. Now, what are the business opportunities for here? Mobile fleet repair, construction equipment services, forklift maintenance, most municipal fleet contracts. That's right. And AI can't do that. 14, and we almost there. Workplace safety and compliance. Employers remain legally responsible for workforce conditions, inspections, training, documentation, and corrective action. That is the human aspect of it, and that's why we need the humans. Now, the business opportunities in that is safety consultants, compliance audits, employee training, construction site safety, and policy development. That's 12% growth. That's a pretty good, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Occupational safety specialties and technicians will be growing to 12% by 2034. Now, up until then, funeral and end of life services. This is number 15, and I'm sorry that it's the last, but this is inevitable. We all must make this appointment. And why it won't be replaced. I don't know whether a lot of you may want to do this, but it won't be replaced. It says families require judgment, compassion, cultural understanding, physical arrangements, and trusted guidance during emotional, difficult situations. And the business aspect of this is funeral home, cremation coordination, memorial planning, pre-need arrangements, grief support coordination. And it's a 4% growth and a possibly 5 to 8,000 openings annually within what I just mentioned, those business opportunities that I just mentioned. Okay. All right. Now, a few of them that I think are stronger, and I think that are very more stronger than others. I think the electrical or the plumbing company, the HVAC, I think that one, the senior care for aging in place services, the industry, the equipment and robotic maintenance. I think that will definitely be something that is definitely going to be able to keep your eye, and it's going to be more quickly, quickly for you to get out here and maybe do something with pest control, specialty beauty and personal care. Those are the other ones. I mean, out of the ones I gave you, out of the 15, those are the ones that that will be I would say minimal low barrier to entry. In a sense, industrial equipment and robotics may not be a low barrier to entry, but or even have that because you got some training and stuff to do, so that that can be a hit or miss a little bit. It all depends. Yeah, but those are the 15 that I want to share with you that will possibly be AI minimal resistance. So anyway, that is all of what I have for you today. And tomorrow we will talk more about some other opportunities out here for you in the business world. Helping you. I think tomorrow we're going to talk about, tomorrow, because I didn't elaborate. Yeah, we're gonna talk about tomorrow. I need to renew my my government contracting thing. So what I am going to do tomorrow, I'm gonna probably in the next video, what I'll do is I'll renew it live with you and tell you what you would have to do when you have to renew yours. And so I'll walk you step by step. We'll talk about the government contract. That's what we do. Because I do need to renew mine. And I'll just let you know. I won't let you see mine because y'all need to see all my business information. But what I do is I'll allow you to I'll let you, just write it down or whatever the steps are and whatever you need to do. But I'll make sure that you are familiar with that process, because I know once you start your business, it won't cost you anything to register for sam.gov in order to get contracts when that opportunity comes. Be prepared for the opportunity before it comes. So when the opportunity comes, you will be ready. Okay? That's what I want to say to you. So those things that you don't have to really worry about coming up with funding and financing for, I want you to be prepared and ready for them. And it's all in doing your paperwork for them. And that's what get a lot of people and a lot of new businesses, they do not prepare themselves for the opportunities. That's it. So with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and you have a beautiful rest of your Monday. Bye. Oh, I made it just in time, so I got to go. Bye.